My laptop screen glowed in the darkness of my cramped Austin apartment, lines of code cascading down like digital rain. It was 11 p.m. on Thursday, and I was 3 energy drinks deep into debugging a payment system when Rebecca's text lit up my phone. Girls trip this weekend, no boys allowed, need some sister time at the lake house, love you. I stared at the message for a full 30 seconds before typing back, have an amazing time, babe, you deserve it. 5 years together and she still thinks I'm that naive. See, people assume that because I'm a developer, I live in some digital bubble, oblivious to the real world. They're half right. I do live in a digital world, but that means I see everything. Every click leaves a trace. Every lie creates inconsistencies in the data. The lake house Rebecca mentioned? Her friend Maya sold it 3 months ago. I know because Maya won't shut up about her new downtown condo on Instagram. She posts pictures of her morning coffee with the city skyline every single day. I cracked my knuckles and opened a new terminal window. Time to see what my girlfriend is really up to this weekend. People think developers just write code. What they don't realize is we're digital detectives and every cheater leaves breadcrumbs. Friday evening, I pulled up Rebecca's location sharing. She'd forgotten to turn it off. Rookie mistake. Instead of heading toward any lake, her little blue dot sat stationary at the Austonian downtown's most expensive apartment complex. I recognized the address. Trevor Blackwood lived there. Trevor Blackwood. Rebecca's boss at the marketing agency, the married with kids alpha type who thought his shit didn't stink. I'd helped install the building's security system upgrade 6 months ago during my freelance gig. Every camera, every access point, every digital lock, I had the backdoor credentials. The security footage was crystal clear. 7:23 p.m. Rebecca stepping out of her Honda Civic wearing the red dress I'd bought her for our 5th anniversary. 7:25 p.m. Trevor emerging from the parking garage carrying 2 overnight bags. 7:27 p.m. Both of them entering the elevator together, Trevor's hand already sliding down to grab her ass. I rewound the footage and watched again. Rebecca threw her head back, laughing at something Trevor said. In 5 years, I'd never seen her look at me like that, like I was the only person in the world who mattered. My hands were shaking as I dug deeper into the security logs. This wasn't their first rodeo. Every Friday for the past 3 months, same routine, same time, same elevator grope. 3 months. 3 months of work events and friend emergencies. The night I worked late to buy her that engagement ring she's probably taking off right now. But I needed more than security footage. I needed to get inside Trevor's office. Saturday morning, I suited up in my old IT contractor polo and grabbed my toolkit. The Austonian's office complex had weekend security, but I'd designed their access protocols. Badge clone, camera loop, motion sensor bypass, child's play when you know the system inside out. The hardest part was acting natural while my heart hammered against my ribs. I nodded to the security guard like I belonged there, flashed my cloned badge, and headed straight for Trevor's corner office. His desk was a shrine to his own ego. Photos of him at marketing conferences, awards, a picture of his wife and 2 kids at Disney World. I felt sick looking at it, knowing what he was doing to his family, what they were both doing to me. I planted the first recording device under his desk, a tiny microphone that would transmit everything to my phone. The second one went behind his computer monitor. The third inside his desk drawer, where he probably kept the burner phone he used to coordinate with Rebecca. I was installing the final camera, disguised as a USB charging port, when I heard footsteps in the hallway. Shit. I dove under Trevor's desk just as the cleaning lady entered with her cart. My phone buzzed with an incoming call, and I nearly had a heart attack trying to silence it. The cleaning lady hummed some Spanish song while she emptied the trash, completely oblivious to my presence. After she left, I waited another 5 minutes before crawling out. My hands were covered in dust, and I'd ripped my polo on Trevor's desk chair, but the equipment was installed. Walking out of that building, I felt like a completely different person. The old Jake would have confronted Rebecca, probably cried, definitely gotten manipulated into thinking it was somehow his fault. But the old Jake didn't have leverage. My phone buzzed with another text from Rebecca. Missing you so much. Girls are being crazy. Might stay another night. Another night. Perfect. That gives me 24 more hours to destroy you both. They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but I prefer mine nuclear hot. Sunday morning brought a treasure trove of intel. My recording devices had captured Trevor and Rebecca's entire Saturday night phone conversation. I put in my earbuds and listened to my girlfriend of 5 years systematically destroy my soul. He's so boring, Trevor. Just sits there coding all night like some robot. When you touch me, I actually feel alive again. Trevor's laugh was like nails on a chalkboard. Poor guy probably thinks you're planning his birthday party or some shit. How long you gonna string him along? Just until I figure out my exit strategy. His name's on the lease and I need time to find a new place. Plus, he's been talking about proposing. Might as well get some expensive jewelry out of this. I had to pause the recording to punch my pillow. 5 years. 5 years of my life. And I was just a placeholder until she found something better. But the conversation got worse. What about your wife? Rebecca asked. What about her? She's got the kids, the house, the suburban dream. You're my escape from all that bullshit. Why would I give up having both? They were using each other, and somehow that made it even more disgusting. At least if they were in love, it would make sense. This was just selfish, cruel, and calculated. I kept digging. Rebecca had a private Instagram account I'd never seen, at Becca Secret Life, filled with photos of expensive gifts from her secret admirer, lingerie I'd never seen her wear, hotel rooms I'd never been to, a whole life she'd hidden from me. The final straw was finding Trevor's company credit card statements. He'd been embezzling funds to pay for their hotel stays, fancy dinners, even Rebecca's new jewelry. The engagement ring money I'd been saving for months? Rebecca was already wearing Trevor's stolen jewelry. By Sunday afternoon, I had enough evidence to destroy both their lives. But I wanted an audience. Rebecca's entire social circle would be at Maya's birthday party that evening. These women had been Rebecca's friends since college. They worshipped her lifestyle, hung on her every word, treated her like the queen of their little social media kingdom. Time to show them who their queen really was. I sent innocent texts to all 4 of Rebecca's friends. Hey, ladies! Becca mentioned you're all free this evening. Want to come over for surprise party planning? She's been so stressed lately, and I thought we could do something special. Maya, Jessica, Amanda, and Lily all confirmed they were coming. Rebecca's inner circle, assembled for her destruction. At 6 p.m. sharp, they arrived at my apartment with wine and excitement. Maya brought her famous spinach dip. Jessica had printouts of party decoration ideas. Amanda carried her phone, already filming everything for her Instagram stories. Lily, quiet as always, clutched a small notebook where she sketched party concepts. Where's Becca? Jessica asked, looking around. I thought she'd be here already. I put on my best concerned boyfriend performance. That's actually why I called you guys. I'm worried about her. She's been acting really strange lately. Maya set down her wine glass. Strange how? I found some things on her phone that don't make sense. Hotel receipts, text messages to numbers I don't recognize. Maybe you ladies can help me understand what's going on? I pulled up the security footage on my TV. Trevor and Rebecca entering his building together, kissing in the elevator, his hands all over her body. The timestamp showed Friday night, exactly when Rebecca claimed to be at Maya's non-existent lake house. The room went silent. That damn woman! Amanda muttered and hit record again. Jessica began crying immediately. How could she do this to Jake? How could she lie to us? Maya was staring at the screen like she couldn't process what she was seeing. That's Trevor Blackwood, from her work. He's married. Oh, it gets better, I said, pulling up the audio recordings. Rebecca's voice filled my apartment. His friends are all losers, too. That gaming group he hangs out with? I told them Jake was practically gay just to see their reactions. They actually believed it. Lily looked up from her notebook, eyes wide. She said that about your friends? She said a lot of things. I played more clips. Rebecca mocking my job, calling me a safe backup option, laughing about how easy I was to manipulate. The final recording was the worst. Rebecca and Trevor planning to frame me for domestic abuse to justify her leaving. "If he gets suspicious, I'll just say he hit me," Rebecca's voice echoed through the room. "Everyone will believe it. He's got that quiet, creepy vibe anyway." Maya shot up so fast she knocked over her wine. "That insane woman was going to ruin your life." My phone rang. Trevor's name on the screen. "Perfect timing," I said, putting it on speaker. "Where the hell is Rebecca?" Trevor's voice was panicked. "Her location shows your address. What is going on?" The four women stared at the phone in horror. "Door's unlocked," I told him. "Bring your wife. She deserves to know too." I hung up and looked at Rebecca's former friends. "Ladies, you're about to see a marriage explode in real time." Through the window, we could see car doors slamming in the parking lot. 2 cars. Trevor had actually brought his wife. Maya whispered, "This is about to get ugly." I smiled for the first time in months. "No, Maya, this is about to get biblical." Trevor burst through my door with his wife Karen close behind. He stopped dead seeing 4 women staring at him with disgust, evidence of his affair displayed across my TV screens. "What is this?" he demanded. Karen saw the hotel receipts, photos from Rebecca's secret Instagram, phone call transcripts. Her face went from confusion to rage in seconds. "You bastard!" she screamed. "You've been stealing from your company just to chase after some wannabe influencer?" "Explain this!" Amanda shouted, live streaming to her followers. "Explain how you've been embezzling money while your wife raises your kids." Trevor lunged for Amanda's phone, but Maya stepped between them. "Don't you dare touch her." "You hacked my accounts," Trevor accused me. "This is illegal." "Everything here was obtained legally," I said calmly. "Your company's security system that I helped install? You signed monitoring waivers, Rebecca's location data. She shared it voluntarily. Karen was reading the phone call transcripts, getting redder with every line. You promised her my house?" Trevor tried to grab my laptop. I'd anticipated this. Led him on a chase through my apartment complex down 2 flights of stairs until he slipped on wet concrete by the pool, going down hard. Half my apartment complex had come out to watch. Mrs. Chen was recording everything on her phone. While Trevor writhed on the ground, I jogged back upstairs where Rebecca's friends had made more discoveries. "Jake," Lily said quietly, "there's more. Text messages about a fake pregnancy scare, and evidence she's been stealing your gaming equipment to sell." Maya was already on her phone. "Rebecca, it's Maya. We know everything. Don't bother coming home." Amanda's live stream now had over 50,000 viewers watching Trevor get arrested by police called by concerned neighbors. Lily had sent screenshots to Rebecca's family group chat. Her parents and sisters now had front-row seats to Rebecca's double life. When police arrived, Karen explained how her husband had been embezzling company funds for his affair. I watched Trevor being led away in handcuffs while his wife detailed 5 years of financial fraud. And through it all, Rebecca still had no idea her entire life was imploding. Rebecca's Honda Civic pulled into the parking lot just as the police cars were leaving. She walked into my apartment to find her 4 best friends standing around like they were attending a funeral. Her belongings were packed in trash bags by the door. "What the hell is going on?" she demanded. Amanda was still live streaming. "Because we know what you've been doing, Rebecca. We know about Trevor, the lies, everything." "You don't understand," she said, switching to her victim voice. "Trevor forced me into this. Jake, baby, you have to believe me." I pulled up the audio recording of her laughing about how easy I was to manipulate. Her own voice filled the room, describing how she planned to frame me for domestic violence. "This is illegal," she screamed. "I'll have you arrested." "Everything here is completely legal," Maya said coldly. "You consented to location sharing. You're recorded in public spaces." Rebecca's phone started buzzing, her mother calling after seeing Lily's group chat evidence, her workplace calling after being tagged in Amanda's viral live stream. "I'm pregnant!" Rebecca suddenly screamed. "Jake, I'm pregnant with your baby!" I pulled out a piece of paper. Rebecca's birth control prescription, filled every month for 3 years, including last Wednesday. Even Jessica turned away in disgust at the obvious lie. Rebecca's phone kept buzzing. Instagram sponsors canceling contracts, family members leaving angry voicemails, her entire life falling apart in real time. She tried to run from my computer, but Maya and Jessica restrained her. "Let me go! This is insane." My laptop chimed. Rebecca's mother had posted, "Rebecca Marie Kane, you come home right now. Your father and I need to have a very serious conversation." Rebecca started crying. Real tears this time. Her entire support system had evaporated in 3 hours. 5 years, I said as she gathered her trash bags. 5 years I spent building you up. 5 hours to watch it all burn down. She looked at me with pure hatred. "This isn't over, Jake." "Rebecca," I said calmly, "you already tried to destroy me. The difference is, I'm better at this game than you are." Her rideshare arrived. Rebecca climbed in with her trash bags. No friends to call, no boyfriend to run to, no social media following left. I watched from my window as the car disappeared. My laptop was uploading everything to secure cloud storage. The underdog didn't just win, I'd completely destroyed the game. Some people call it revenge. I call it mathematics. What goes around comes around with interest.